minutes? Good, because that's plenty of time to light up your arms. Biceps, triceps, back to back, no resting. Rest is for the girly men, all right? Dads, come on, let's do this. Let's get after it, all right? So first we're starting with, we got a little 45-degree angle here on the bench. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Setting up, alternate your feet down. Big time here is we are going all the way down, all the way back up. I actually could probably make this a little higher of an angle, and I'm going to get more of a stretch out of it, okay? For variability, 45 is great. I said 45, but I'm changing my mind because of the weight I'm using. Now, if I was using a little heavier weight, this might be perfect for me, but I need to go up just slightly, okay? All right, 16, boom. So keep it fresh, go right into it, okay? Get you guys a little closer so you can see the vein action. Boom. Notice that I'm having a tight armpit, okay? Tight armpit, tucking the lat down just slightly so your shoulder's not moving forward like that on every rep, okay? One of the biggest mistakes I see when people are doing these curls, man, they just let their shoulder like go with them. When you get that stretch in your bicep down here like that, you don't want that shoulder to move, or else what are you doing? You're limiting the stretch. The stretch is not really, I think I lost count. One more. Perfect, good, okay? Now again, there's really no need for rest in between other than just catching your breath slightly, okay? And then we're gonna do these pulley push downs that I love. It's gonna be here. I have to change that angle slightly there so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, attachment. Sometimes you can just grab the ball up here like that. We're gonna be pushing down like this. Again, limiting my rest, I'm just going right into it. I like to use my hand either on the ground so I can push away more and I'm not pushing my body forward like this, like you'll see a lot of people do. I want that concave, deep rib cage, excuse me. Full stretch at the top, but right back down. We're not pausing up there. Stretch, down. I gotta lubricate this thing. All right, I'm talking so much, I need a rep counter. Gonna switch right away into it, okay? So again, where are you at with your knees? Hey, yo, David, what's up, my man? Thanks for joining. How are you? So knees, we're gonna sit into the butt just a little bit, right? But we're gonna push away either with our knee here or we're gonna push away with the ground here just a little bit. And that's gonna give us a better position for the shoulder, which is gonna give us a better stretch for what? The tricep that we're working. Oh, dude, I'm glad to hear it, man. Welcome to the stream. Again, full stretch to the top, push it all the way down. And then notice that you're going to want to deviate a little bit with your thumb, and you're going to go like this. Try not to do that towards the end. One more thing. Because if you do, when you're on this guy and you're rotating in like this, yo, Skelly, what's up? Yo, Gaming Zone, welcome, welcome. It's a little low. Oh, shoot. How to lower the chest fat. Hello, hey, what's up, Faith? Yo, welcome to the stream, guys. So, what I was saying with the grip, right? I don't like this on there while I'm doing that. With the grip is when you push all the way down on that tricep, you're going to want to go in like this, internal rotation a little bit. We don't actually want that because you're going to probably tweak your elbow joint a lot easier. Now, depends on everybody, right? Like, we all got our own elbows, okay? But for the most part, you don't need to do that at the end. A lot of people feel like you got to push all the way through because when you're turning in like that, what are you doing with your elbow? Turning in the elbow in. What are you doing with the shoulder? Turning the shoulder in. And if you're turning the shoulder in, guess what? We're not getting that long head of the tricep right there like we wanted to in the very beginning, which is what we were going for. Hey, thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, So, hey, Joseph, what's up? The best stream I've seen on this platform. Get out of here. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome, 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 guys. I appreciate the comments, too. What if you have tennis elbow pain? Okay, yeah. Ooh, tennis elbow pain. All right, let's get these curls in real quick, and then we'll talk tennis elbow pain, okay? That's a whole nother story, all right? So, again, deep reach at the bottom, okay? Reaching, but not letting the shoulder go forward like this, okay? We're getting a little tight armpit. Tight armpit, boom. Don't let that move now. Still reaching, back up. Still reaching, back up. Notice when I reach that I'm not letting go. We don't want to let go like that, okay? Yo, you guys are dropping so many comments right now, it's going to be hard for me to keep up. I love it. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. Okay? Boom. Now, speed here, okay? Mix it up, depend on the workouts, depend on your training program. For me right now, it's a quick 1, 2, and then back up. But I'm making sure I get that full stretch at the bottom. And I got to breathe too, you know, because I'm talking right now, we're not breathing. Okay, who's counting my reps? I think that's 14, 15, one more, 16. Notice I did not move my shoulder forward the whole time. That means maximum pain for your bicep, okay? Okay, what did I miss? Hey, Faith, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. You're smart. I don't know about that. I try. I've been doing this a long time. Drop any questions below. Okay, so elbow, right? Tennis elbow. I could do a whole video on tennis elbow, okay? But the quick, short, and the sweet, okay? When you're curling and when you're doing the triceps, it sounds like our friend was doing the triceps, and that's where he was feeling that tennis elbow feeling, okay? So what you can do with that, like I said, is watch rotation. So the issue with tennis elbow is about a rotational issue, okay? So the pain that is usually coming up, if it's true tennis elbow, which is a silly term anyways, because we get it in all different ways, right? That pain that's showing up is usually on that internal rotation, you can see in my elbow, of the elbow joint, okay? That's where you're getting the pain. So try some tricep overhead extensions. Show you real quick. Don't let me forget my right arm. Shoulders, hips. Pretend like I'm flat here, going back like this. Some skull crushers kind of, but with one arm. Use this other arm to reach the whole time. Breathing's very important. And then don't turn it into a skull crusher where you're literally crushing your skull or crushing your eardrums back here, okay? Start there. Do that for 2 weeks. Lightweight, we're not looking for major hypertrophy of the tricep here, okay? But it's going to really help your tennis elbow. And what that does, real quick, lots of comments. Thanks, guys, for dropping that. I really appreciate it. Good to see everybody. Welcome, welcome. The big thing that's doing for your elbow joint, okay, is it's creating space. And when I say space, what am I talking about, right? What is space? What are you talking about? There's a ton of fluids, mainly water, okay, synovial fluid, and guess what? Air. Air. That's why the new thing in the world is breathing. Everybody's talking about breathing. Breathing's awesome, right? Cool. But what's really happening, right, is there's an expansionary force of air and fluid that's expanding that elbow joint. And what happens when you expand it, guess what? You have more movement availability to do all these crazy stuff we do with weights. And so usually you will see a cleanup of a lot of the pain issues you're getting there. Now, that's not perfect. We're not doing physical therapy. I'm not a doctor. I used to work with physical therapists. Whole nother story. But that usually helps a lot of my clients. And 8 out of 10 of my clients have a lot of pain issues, okay? So I work with pain all the time. All right, right curl, guys, right curl. Hey, Mr. Beats, what's up? Jackson, I don't think there's any way to know that, unfortunately. You'll just have to wait and see. All right, good. Anything for early onset hand arthritis or weightlifting? Yo, you guys, if you got questions about pain stuff, do me a favor, write it in the comments, because we're doing a quick 14-minute workout today. I'm not going to have time to address it all. But what I will do is I'll write your name down, I'll write the question down, and then I'll do a video just for you on that, okay? I feel like I'm attending a fitness lecture. Let's go, Faith. It's all related. Now, I'm obsessed with it. I've been doing this for, gosh, I don't even know how many years. Health and fitness saved my life, okay? So I love it, and I'm so grateful to share it with you guys, okay? Okay, back to the curls, right? Way too long of a rest, but hey, it happens. I'm glad I got to answer a question, okay? Again, packing that armpit, tighten it down a little bit, okay? We're anchoring it, but we're also not trying to, you know, in deadlifting we say break the bar. You're not trying to break your lat into your hip bone, okay? Because the idea, again, rotation, what are we doing with rotation? I know that's a lot, so I'll stop talking and do my set. So again, breathing in on the way down, through the nose, out on the mouth on the way up. And with my breathing, I'm trying to make it a fluid breath. We're not strength training here like strength training. We're strength training. We're not powerlifting the weights here, okay? So we want to make sure that we increase our movement availability with our arms, our elbow joints, our wrists, the whole body, really, ideally, because as we get older, we stiffen up. And nobody wants to get stiff, man. Nobody. It's not fun. I mean, unless you're a powerlifter, you actually do want to get stiff. I used to do powerlifting for a long time. Great. But started breaking my body. Not cool. Not cool. Let me catch up with comments. You guys are awesome today. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you like it. Drop a subscription if you want to see my beautiful face again. Just kidding. Hey, my pleasure, Jackson. I hope that helps. Drop the comments. I promise you guys I'll check them all out later and make you a video. Okay, opinions on anabolic steroids. Dude, that's a whole nother subject. 9 out of 10 times, anabolic steroids are a huge waste of your time, possibly questioning your entire life existence in itself and giving you so many side effects that are not worth it. The number one side effect that nobody talks about enough is the mental side effect. If you want to do metabolic steroids and you're a bodybuilder, that's a separate question. But for the average person, you can get jacked and look amazing without junk. Juice. I meant juice. I didn't mean to. I meant juice. Without juice, okay? Steroids have saved my life and gains, not fitness. Hey, that's possible. We got some really cool peptides coming out. That's a different story as well, right? Could be something big there, but you got to be careful with that stuff. It's not a like end all be all, and it's not a one size fit all for everybody. But if it works for you, you boy, I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you, because there are some good side effects. Yeah, the hormonal thing is definitely part of it. Steroids do not help joints. Steroids like old muscles. Okay, yeah. The joint thing for steroids is so fascinating, but really peptides right now, newer research coming out on it, it's looking really good for joints. But again, going back to what I was saying about air and pressure and what's happening in our body when we're moving and lifting weights, I think you can get a lot more out of that than immediately going to, I got pain, what can I take to fix it? Like what kind of pill, what kind of thing can I shoot in me? It's a short-term fix. How can you think longer term? And part of it is if you lift better and you lift in a way that enhances your movement over time, you're probably going to be a lot better off. And I mean, look, like I'm not a small guy, you know. I used to be a lot bigger, but like I'm not small, but I can move well. I can play basketball. I can go for a run. I went on a 20-mile bike ride 3 days ago, right? And I'm living life more pain-free than I ever was. And that's so important because I want to be 60, 70, 80, just like, you know, kicking ass, picking up grandkids, picking up 50-pound dogs and taking them for walks, like all of that, right? But we get this short-term thinking in our heads when we're younger and we're like, oh, I want it all now, which that's not a bad thing. Ambition's awesome, but you got to be careful because you can really hurt your body and all of a sudden you got a knee surgery or shoulder surgery or something like that. And then you got to deal with more pain. And nobody wants pain, man. So try to avoid it the best you can. All right, Jackson, appreciate you, man. Danny, you're 21 and being on service fire. Now, good. Oh, okay, yeah. We're talking about your boy. Hello, brother. I have a question. Do you ever consider taking finasteride? Interesting. Yassine, I will put that down. I'll get back to you on that one. That's a whole nother long story. I'm missing my workout, guys. No, I'm just kidding. This is awesome. I don't want bulking, but I want to be strong. Faith, I love it. So one thing you can do is breathe every time you work out. Breathe well, in and out every rep, and you're going to move well. And then if you add in the volume, reps, sets, and weight, but don't worry about the weight as much, usually not the issue. It's usually about training and programming the weight better. That helps out a lot. All right, let's get back to the triceps. Awesome. Hey, I love the conversation you guys are having. Let's keep it humble and respectful, but I love it, guys. Let's go. All right, back to the triceps. Taha, I'm 15, I can bench. Jeez, Taha just... Dude, Taha, you're powerlifting, brother. 200 kilogram bench, nice. That's awesome, good for you. But I'm curious, have you ever thought about what are you gonna bench when you're 50? Because it can't just keep going up in a vertical line, right? Something to think about. All right, pushing away. Like I said, pushing away. Starting here, full stretch of the tricep, pushing down. Like I said, watching that rotation at the bottom. All right, I'm really going to obliterate this set because I was talking so much, and I'm going to have to go pick up my kids soon. Yeah. So instead of switching here, I could get some more crummy reps, but I'm going to hold in the stretch position, okay? Still pushing away relatively with my knee and my hand and the ground a little bit, right? Because I don't want to turn this into one of these where we're arching our lower back a lot. We're not going to get the same thing out of it that we want, okay? That was about 10 seconds. Back into it. Good reps only. And notice my elbow wants to push forward to help out. See, it wants to push forward. I'm going to try to keep that elbow straight to the ground. Oh, yep, that's it. Control back up. Perfect. Look at that. Boom, baby. All right, now we're going to switch hands, catch up on comments. Oh, you guys are going back at it. All right. Hey, that's all good. It's all good. You both have your own idea of the right way to do it. Guess what? Try to meet in the middle, because I bet you're both a little right. You know what I'm saying? All right, back. Roy. Okay, that matches 20 right there, holding the top in that stretch position, right? Still holding it, applying slight pressure forward because I want to stretch out that tricep, but still have that contraction going for me. All right, 10 seconds is up. Let's keep going. 10 more. 2, 3. And notice when I'm pushing around from the ground and I'm getting more stable here, what does that do? That makes my tricep work more. Okay, can't finish. That's okay. Partial rep. Finish one more. Control and back up. Nice job. All right, cool. Did I just tell myself nice job? That's weird. No, it's good. You got to tuck yourself up a little bit. Roids don't make your... Oh, you guys are still going on about the roids. All right. Hey, Keaton. What's up, Keaton? You going to take them your whole life? Oh, you're talking about the roids. I think they're trying to talk you out of it, you boy. I wouldn't talk you out of it, but I would definitely ask you a lot of questions about it because usually it's just not needed. You know, it's just not needed. You can be jacked and looking good without it. But sometimes you might have some personal health things going on. You might need them, like whatever that is. Cool. Good for you. Okay, so again, I focus more on sustainable health and fitness, right? Because I used to be a meathead to the max, and I hurt myself a lot. And I'm trying to show people that there's better ways of doing it without having to hurt yourself all the time. Stretch. Remember, armpit, still a little tight. 16. I still got a couple more because we're going to miss that set. We're going to make up for it. 3, 4, 3, 2. Stretch, full stretch. And finish on the stretch. Oh, yeah. Very nice. All right, cool. So let's finish this right side. Comments. You'll be waiting 1,000 years to see results, not for my goals. Testosterone is a safe check, chat. Ask ChatGPT. Brad Pitt did roids. I can't even enter into the conversation because I miss so much of it. But I appreciate your guys' comments, and I love seeing you discuss it back and forth. And Yeah, let's do the right side. If you guys have bigger benches and you can push back a little bit by grabbing and pushing back, you can get more stability this way, but you can also get your ribs down, and you can make that, your upper back, actually expand with more air versus, again, pushing forward and crunching and then going like this on the bench. You see a lot of guys like this, and they're like, yeah. But no, sorry, I just can't help myself. I got so much to say. You guys are getting me amped up. Control down. Yeah. Good. All right, any questions on that? Cooper. What's happening, Coop? Dude on... Hey, Danny, appreciate it. Yeah, no, I don't take anything. I haven't taken anything. Just not needed. I definitely wanted to when I was younger. Came really close to doing like full cycles and stuff like that. I'm just super grateful I didn't even go down that route. You know, like again, I have major. What is it called? I'm gonna forget the name of it. The medical term. Where you look in the mirror, oh man, all right, you guys can help me with this. I'm drawing a blank because I'm working out. I got workout brain. When you look in the mirror and you see something that's not actually there. So I was bullied a lot in middle school and high school, and it really affected my mental health. And so I was super skinny back in the day. So I thought if I could build some muscle armor on my body, that I would get more respect from men and get a lot more women looking at me, which didn't sound like a bad idea. Thank you, Jackson. Dysmorphia, that's the word I'm looking for. Major body dysmorphia. So it's actually funny. One of the best pictures that was taken of me, that I didn't know was taken of me until I saw it later, is honestly like I think for men, like we all got at least one or two pictures like, that's me, look at my best. Like that's badass, right? Like I look like whatever you want to look like, okay? That picture that was taken of me, that today I look at and I feel that way. I remember what I felt like in my own skin that day. And I hated myself, and I thought I was weak, and I thought I was pathetic, and I thought I needed to throw on another 20 pounds of muscle to be a real man. And I was very mentally unwell. So it's funny, right, that I could look back at that picture at that time and say, wow, I look really good. But inside, when I looked in the mirror, and nobody would have known that, right, unless I told them, I felt terrible about myself. And so now it's like, how can you have a fit body, but a fit mind that controls the body and have overall, I hate the term, but I'm going to say it, overall wellness in your life, but look good, feel good, and do fun things, lift heavy weights, right? How can you have it all? It's totally possible, but you got to be careful about that, I would say. You thought I wasn't natty? Thanks, you boy, that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I used to be a lot bigger than I am now, but again, I've lost sight of that being the number one goal, right? Like I want to be fit and agile. I want to be strong. I want to be able to play basketball. I still want to like pick up 225 pounds on the barbell any day of the week and do it if I need to, but I'm not going to train with the barbell all the time because ultimately what that will do is limit my movement. If you guys know who Ronnie Coleman is, lightweight baby, one of the guys I literally think about when I work out the most, okay, to go hard. If you look at him when he was younger and you look at him now, you might say, how did that happen, right? And a huge part of it is all of the weight that he lifted, the way that he lifted it, and then the lack of overall attention to his body that he had. So he was trying to be the best, and in my opinion, he became the best. But at what cost? And I don't think his younger self was thinking about the long-term cost. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go out there and be your best. No, of course you should. Let's go, okay? But always think about the long term because it's just like investing money, okay? So many people think of going somewhere and just gambling, or they think about buying a meme coin and getting rich overnight. But ultimately, if you just dollar cost average into something that's valuable, like, you know, the S&P 500 even, okay? You just put away $100 a month or whatever you can or more. Guess what? You're going to be a millionaire way faster than anybody that's gambling their money away. Because what they do when you gamble, guess what? You might hit it big sometime, but you're going to lose way more than you're going to win. And with working out, it's kind of the same thing. You got to find out what you enjoy. You got to get after it. But you also have to take care of your body because you only have one body. And yeah, we can replace body parts a little bit, but man, there's a lot of pain involved and a lot of time sitting around. It's not worth it. So my thing is, it's not about this being better, this being wrong, that being wrong. It's more about you as an individual and thinking about what do you want out of your life in the long run, right? And not just this year or this beach session, this summer's coming up with a diet, right? Because I've coached so many people. I've spent way over 9,000 hours coaching people one-on-one, okay? And that's one of the biggest things I see is people have short-term goals that they get excited about, and they might even crush it. They might kill it. But guess what? In the long term, they get sad. And they're like, maybe I didn't actually want this. And then maybe you do stuff that you just can't keep doing forever. So what if you stayed sustainable with just showing up to the gym once a week, and you did that sustainably for 2 years? That might be a lot better than somebody that goes 7 days a week for 6 months and then falls off the wagon. And the same thing is true with your nutrition, right? I love the comments. Hey, Chriselle, welcome, welcome. 15, is drinking bad? What about smoking? I can't say if it's good or bad, but I can tell you a little bit about it, right? Alcohol is a poison. It's a fun poison, just like drugs. Caffeine is a drug. It's fun. It's great. I love me some caffeine, okay? But just know that it's a poison. So if you're going to purposely poison your body, then do it respectfully or at least do it with a conscience that says, I'm going to do it and I know I'm doing it. And then I also know what are the side effects of that, right? Because most of the problems, most of the worst, darkest days I've had in my life, there was alcohol involved or there was some other drug involved, 100%. So I don't like when people say drinking's bad for you, Danny, you know what I mean? Because yes, it's a poison, and if you eat or drink poison, probably not good for you. So I'm agreeing with you, but it's the way we say it, and the understanding we have for everybody is at where they're at in their own life, and we shouldn't think black and white all the time, like this is right, this is wrong necessarily. Think of it more like you're on a journey, and you're figuring it out, just like I am. We're all figuring it out. Do I like to drink a lot? No. Smoking, yeah, that's a whole nother one. We'll have to do, I'd love to do a video on smoking too. I used to chief it up. I was freaking Smokey from Friday. Anybody? That was me, man. That was me. So anyways, all right, guys, I got to get out of here, pick up my kids. Chriselle, your boy, Danny, Jackson. Oh my gosh, you guys are awesome. Oh, hey, whoops, boom. Thank you so much for dropping by. It's awesome having you guys here. Great conversation, too. Way to keep it respectful, disagreeing, but being respectful. I love to see it. That's how it's a meritocracy, right? Like, let's share all of our ideas together and see what the best idea comes out of it, and we can all get better for it. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go pick up my kids. I'm going to do these live workouts regularly. I have been doing them regularly, actually, every week. I'm going to try to do more of them, share my workouts with you, answer some questions. Oh, I love it, you boy. I love you too, man. Hey, loved all you guys. I appreciate you, all right? I'll catch you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the live workout. Check out the description. I got my email in there. You can sign up, get a newsletter every week. I just remind people of all of this stuff regularly. Every week I send out a tiny little email. I say, hey, what are we going to do this week? What is it for? Why are you doing it? Let's get after it. None of that lazy stuff. Let's show up and get some work done, okay? Have a beautiful day, guys. Lift, life, and again, thanks for joining me. It's been fun. I'll see you next time, all right?